Welcome back to another special video of the Hockey Nation Live Show with the hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy, back in the booth. Today we talk about, for the last time, the protection list for the Montreal Canadiens have to be given to the NHL at 5 o'clock Eastern Time today for the expansion draft Seattle Kraken. So don't go nowhere. I'm going to tell you who I believe the Seattle Kraken is going to draft from the Montreal Canadiens protection list. So let's go diving right away on the protection list of the Montreal Canadiens. So let me bring this to you right away here. And first of all, let's talking about what's the rules today. What is the schedule of the day in NHL today? And you're going to figure out this very quickly. First of all, the expansion draft calendar is start at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. The trade are freezing at that moment. And also the player signing is freezing. So anything can happening after 3 p.m. At 5 o'clock p.m., all the teams in NHL have to give and submit their protection list to the NHL and NHLPA. Tomorrow morning, around between 10 or 12, the NHL is going to show to everybody what are the list of each team. We're going to be back tomorrow night with a special power play show with Coach Frenchy. We're going to do the mock draft for the Seattle Kraken all together. So be back with us tomorrow night. We're going to be live here and do our Seattle situation for sure. So let's dive in about the Montreal Canadiens. But before we give you, I'm going to give you a graphic about what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens on the July 17, 2021. First of all, no move close are Gallagher, Anderson, Petrie, Edmondson, Chariot, Price, and Jonathan Drouin. Some of them are open as like a situation for them. So what happening with that part over there is, example, like Drouin have a close, he can open up over there. The pending RFA right now is Likonen and Kokanemi. The pending UFA are Armia, Danault, Tatar, Perry, Stahl, Frolic, Gustafsson, and Merrill. The contract already signed with the Montreal Canadiens at that moment. They have 15, but I'll just give you the biggest one. Toffoli, Biron, Suzuki, Evans, Weber, Kulak, Ouellet, and Allen. Of course, you have to add Gallagher, Anderson, right? Petrie, Edmondson, Chariot, Price, and Drouin. The 22 younger players, they play for Montreal right now last year, or the season just finished. Suzuki, Caulfield, Ilonen, Kokanemi, Romanov. The 32 older players play for them. Weber, Price, Petrie, Biron. The salary cap at that moment, $67 million. They still over around $14 million when they have already 15 players signed for them. They have 11 pick for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming NHL draft. The protection list I have right now for you, and I'm going to give you a little bit more information, is defenseman 3, Chariot, Edmondson, Petrie. The goaltender is Price. The forward, I have only Gallagher, Anderson, Kokanemi, Toffoli, Evans, Likonen. Kokanemi and Likonen are RFA. All right. So what opened now for the Montreal Canadiens is this one. Expose Allen, Weber, Drouin, Kulak, Biron. That's what they have right now about that one. They protect Evans over Drouin and Biron. Now, the situation for the salary cap is this part, guys. Weber is going to miss the full year next season. So right now, they will add other $14 million they open up. They have to sign some players. You can add $7 million. So there will be about $20 million. At that moment, with that amount, Drouin is on the long-term reserve. So his $5.5 million is not applied at that salary cap at that moment. So if ever is coming back, right, and Weber is going to go, that will give an extra $2 million for the Montreal Canadiens to sign new players right there. And they have to sign between 5 to 7 new players for the upcoming season. That's, you know, they have to add example, Kotkaniemi, Lehkonen, and everything like that. Now, the resigned players they should looking is Danault, Armia, Perry, plus Kotkaniemi and Lehkonen are RFA. The situation with Danault is different right now. Danault, they let him go on the UFA, then they can resign him. My suggestion for the Montreal Canadiens, they cannot sign him over $5 million. That's it, that's all. Not more at $5 million. Armia, I believe $2.5, $3 million max. Perry, $1.5 max about that one. If ever they sign those three players, that gave us about $9, $10 million. A sign, that gave them about 18 players, 2 to go, and they have about possibility to have $8 to $10 million to spend. And what they need is a defenseman now. Weber is out. Forward, center, left wing, and a goaltender, maybe number 2, if the Kraken pick Jake Allen. So the UFA right now in the market, they should look is about Hamilton, Barrie, Yandel, Sutter. The forward, Hoffman, Sad, All, and Palmieri. The only thing on that Palmieri situation is a right wing. The 3 other are left wing, left wing. So that would be something they have to look about that. If Danault is signed or resigned with the Montreal, they don't need a center anymore. They're really looking more for a left wing. They maybe get one of them, maybe Hoffman at $5 million. They still have a lot of money. Now, if they do that, maybe now they have to go with Yandel or Sutter. If they go with Barrie or Hamilton, now the money is different about that one there. I can Barrie. It would be great if you can get Barrie and Hoffman, both of them at $4 million. They can sign both of them and they fix the problem on that side over there. Because Barrie is a RD. All right? So the situation for goaltender number 2, they can get one at less $2 million for easily. Now, the biggest thing is for you guys today is this part. The players the Seattle Kraken is going to draft from the protection list for the Montreal Canadiens, guys, is Jake Allen. I really believe they're going to draft him. The second possibility, it could be Jonathan Drouin. But I really believe Ron Francis is going to get a good goaltender number 2 with experience, been there, win the Stanley Cup, bring that kind of leadership inside the new team, the Seattle Kraken. So this is my selection about that one there. But before we leave, I want to mention about the situation with Danault. That's what I just mentioned earlier. The Montreal Canadiens let him go, talk with other teams, and the Montreal Canadiens, in my book, cannot sign him over $5 million, not what he brings on an offensive side. I know we need them, but as a third center or second center, tell whatever you're thinking about him. You cannot have Danault at more $5 million. He's going to change the bracket of the salary cap for the Montreal Canadiens by his manager, Marc Bergevin. Finally, unfortunately, and I feel not great about this, but I think Thomas Sadar have to go. He's a great top 20, maybe 15 in NHL at even 5 versus 5, what he brings. But unfortunately, Montreal cannot bring him back for other reason and then turn what we heard. So that's pretty much what's happening about the Montreal Canadiens for the protection for the Seattle Kraken. Before we leave, we want to mention to you is don't forget to subscribe to the show and also on the Facebook page. Don't forget to click on the little bell for the notification for all the video we bring here to you guys about this. We're going to be back. Can the coach Frenchy is right or not? We don't know yet, but we're going to see what the Kraken is going to do. We're going to be back tomorrow to give you more information about the Montreal Canadiens. Thanks again to watching another great video of the Hockey Nation Live Show. And before we leave, we just want to remind you, yes, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody. Look forward to see you next time. Bonne journée, mes amis. On se reparle un peu plus tard.